Story David Banks. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards is out there with Randall. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, Norman Powell is out there with Harden. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's
Okay.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
It's stolen by Edwards. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. The 19-footer is on the money.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Powell. Harden outside. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Clippers.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers.
For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's McLaughlin. Beyond the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Ben Simmons is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now the pass to Powell. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And inside Harden is such a difficult cover. Get too close, and you know he'll cleverly draw a foul.
Here's Edwards. Right to the hoop. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Clippers trailed by 15. Knocked away. It's stolen by Edwards. 20 feet out. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He kicks it to Leonard. Knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Clippers 2.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was all Anthony Edwards all the time in the first quarter. He had 18 points and 5 steals. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout series.
And, Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
First question, why can't they hold on to the ball? I mean, they've been loose as heck with it, Ernie. Not even getting the shot up on several possessions. Even if you take advantage of this.
Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Powell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Edwards. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Harden draws the double. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Leonard. Powell against Edwards. Just his first attempt. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum, also Robert Covington out there, Russell Westbrook out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Coffey in at the shooting guard. Kicks it to Westbrook, pass to Bogdanovich. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
So it's the Clippers now. Batum, a rebound by the Timberwolves.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up.
Oh, that was something else.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
Now here's Batum, guarded by Reed, and the shot goes down.
So challenging for anybody, not just guards, to match Westbrook and his physicality.
Moore outside, driving the lane, and the layup falls.
Wendell Moore.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Brown's checked in for Bogdanovich. Minnesota also with the sub. Eric Paschall, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. That's tipped. Stolen by Reed. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Moore. And here is McDaniels. Defended by Batum. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Minnesota.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.